Um, I'll probably have in my 1S car so you can order Pro.
Okay. I was just curious. Does Macklin make a 1S yet for it?
No, they don't
Okay.
have a 1S, but yeah, I mean, but that's not a car that because I'm not I have a deal with Macklin.
Hmm.
That's not something I would go enter in a competitive race.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Just for the simple fact that I respect Macklin, and that'd be more like a fun car to go do videos and just have fun with.
Yep.
Mm.
So,
But the Pro Mod I could run because Macklin does make 2S stuff. I could run that in the Pro Mod, and I can enter that.
okay. So now some stuff that I've been reading is, these guys that run the rails, the top fuels, um, they'll run non-censored motors. Is that
Absolutely.
okay? So now will this kind of be a changer for that also, do you think?
So yeah, like I think it will be maybe in like what they consider the top alcohol class,
Okay.
the 2S class.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You don't want to hammer these, you don't want to hammer these with 3S. When it comes to the top fuel rail, you're automatically going to go to a Castle non-censored ESC, and then you're going to run a motor like Steve Syke. He makes the Psycho line of motors,
Mm-hmm.
and or a Cordova. Those are the two. Realistically, those are the two go-to when it comes to pure unadulterated power. Probably the two best in the business, man. I've seen those snap. I've seen those snap axles. Those motors are nasty, and you go to the RCDRL Nationals in Texas, and on that track, you're going to see top fuel cars running. The last time I was there, David Maris Boys Racing, he ran his Rooters Motorsports top fuel rail. I think he did a 111 or 117
Wow.
at 111 miles an hour, something like that.
Holy
Or I may
cow.
have that. I may have that backwards. It may be a 111 at 117. It was insane.
Wow.
But yeah, so Dave Maris, these cars are fast. These cars are fast, and it's a whole new world when you basically are spending $20 a pop to make a run because you're chewing that much of the foam off.
Wow.
You can literally see during the day, you can see the foam come off the tires.
Jeez.
And
That's
it's not like-
insane.
It's not chunks of foam; it's just mist of foam.
Wow.
So yeah, it's top fuel's fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's
I've ran top
expensive.
fuel, but it's expensive. And like I said, I'm cheap.
So what's you hear people's different theories on this. I guess what's yours when you compare? Or you got cars that the pro cars, you have Sidewinder and you have the inline. People say, why do I choose one over the other? Do you have one you prefer, or is there a reason? Or
So each car has a purpose. So when it comes to pure unadulterated power for a Pro Mod, let's talk Pro Mods first.
Mhm.
When it comes to Pro Mods, you have two ways to skin the cat. There's a driveline with a big sensorless motor, big ESC, and just hit it with pure power. Then there's the tricky part of a driveline is you have a fixed gear ratio. So say your gear ratio on your ring and pinion is 432 or whatever.
Mhm.
I think that's what the Rudis is, 432.
Yep.
So you take that, right? That's your only gear ratio. Everything else is rollout now, and that's all based off of your tire size. So now you start with big tires, and you have to do a lot of testing, cutting tires. Make a pass, cut your tires. Make a pass, cut your tires. Make a pass, cut your tires. Eventually, it's just going to start going faster, 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 slower, 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 slower. So you only have that small window to use those tires, and then it's another set of tires. That's your only adjustment, right? Well, you take the same car, right, and do a Sidewinder. Now I have a spur and a pinion, and I have adjustable KV, not fixed KV, because that's why sensorless motors, when you purchase a sensorless motor, they're all purchased in KV. So you purchase it in 2200 KV or 9900 KV. Well, when it comes to sensor motors, they can't do that because the KV is adjustable depending on the amount of timing that's inputted to the motor and the ESC, mechanical and dynamic. And that changes. So you get a 3.5 turn motor and you add some timing to it and some gears, and you make that same pass. Well, you can adjust the KV because you're adding timing. You can adjust your gears, so you can adjust your gear ratio or your final drive ratio, and you can adjust your rollout.
Wow.
But that's a lot harder animal to get down the road because the sidewinder's torquing to one side, whereas the drive line's torquing in the middle. So the drive line will have a tendency to go faster, go straighter more times than not, versus the sidewinder. But the sidewinder can be just as fast. So it really comes down to how much you like to tune. I like both. I prefer my Pro Stock car to be a sidewinder because I'm working with such limited voltage that my only saving grace is the KV that I can get and adjust. And the gear ratio. So, you know, when it comes to the gear ratio, if any of you guys know what a gate valve is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the bigger that wheel is, the easier it is to spin the valve, right?
Yep.
Well, that's the same thing with the Pro Stock car. I run 106 pinion or spur gear, 106 tooth spur, 48 pitch, or 108, and I'll run like a 21 or 22 pinion. So that's a pretty stout ratio. Like, that's pretty low, like low gear. And but you know, the bigger you get that spur, the bigger that spur is, the easier it is for the motor to get the car out of the hole.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's why I like the sidewinder when it comes to the Pro Stock car, because I don't have a lot of voltage. So the only thing I can have then is a little bit of leverage, some gear ratios, and add a bunch of timing.
And then you have less rotational mass there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, they both have their place, and it comes down to how serious you want to get. Like, if you're really serious, most of the fast guys like Mike Ray. I don't know if you guys know who Mike Ray is, but Mike Ray is probably one of the fastest guys when it comes to a Pro Stock car. And there's like Jerry Shields and that list is infinite basically when it comes to pro car guys. It's crazy. They like a drive line when it comes to their Pro Mons because of how consistent they are and how fast they can go and how much power you're getting out of a non-sensor motor.
Wow.
Then there's guys like Ant Warren out of Texas. He's one of the Texas hustlers. Marcus Talisman. All these other guys, they run sidewinders and they're just as fast, so it's crazy. But you can see they put in a lot more work because
it takes a lot more work on that particular kind of car.
Exactly. So
makes sense.
Yeah, they all have a place. They're both equally great cars. You get the car, eat a car in the right guy's hand, and good luck. If if it's his day and it's in the right hands, good luck.
Yeah. Wow. That is.
Yeah, we're just kind of taken back here. We're just
found out a lot of information.
Yep,
tonight.
a lot of information for sure.
I'm sorry, man.
This is great.
We're loving this. Like you said,
RC drag racing is my passion. So
and it's awesome, and that's we share that passion with you, and the information and knowledge is that's what's awesome. It's just like, whoa.
I like your passion so much that I'm ready to buy you a plane ticket to come up here and race with us.
Yeah.
I would love to come race with you guys.
No, absolutely.
Anytime, But at the end of the day, a lot of this passion lies from the guys before me, and that's the biggest thing. Is you'll hear me talk about drag racing, but you'll always hear me mention people's names that you might have never heard, and there's a reason I do that. Those guys are the legends. These guys are legitimate legends of RC drag racing who set the footprint for what we do. And they may be gone. Some of them are gone. Some of them have passed away.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody, like, if you talk to any of the guys who own RC drag companies that have been around a long time, and you bring up the name Jim Showers, the Rain Man, everybody knows Jimmy. Jimmy raced RC cars forever. Jimmy was my buddy. In fact, when I was at King of the Street, I took a Sharpie and wrote Rain Man in the inside of my car so Jimmy could ride with me. Because that old man would have been at that race struggling to move around, and he would have whooped 90% of us.
Wow. That's awesome.
And we have to remember those guys, because if we don't, we forget where all it came from.
Exactly. Yep.
There's Mike Smith, Mike Ogle, Craig Hashey, there's Randy Sperring, Ken Jones, like all these older guys. These are the ones who taught me how to have a love affair with this hobby, because I saw how much fun they were having. And without these guys really setting the footprint for what we have now, it wouldn't be here. There's guys like Mike Smith who fought constantly for us to have a track in California. He runs the Miniature Hot Rod Association. He fought all the time to have us find a track. Ralph Tocco and Dave Massey, who run the SDRA, fought for us to have a track. They spent tens of thousands of dollars for us to play on a prep track in Lake Elsinore. And without these guys, we wouldn't have what we have today. That's a lot of reason why we even have the NPRC, because we lost our track. And Tim Smith, Kyler, me, Dave Massey, we started doing. If you go look, you'll see me doing burnouts with a green El Camino. I called it El Guapo, and that's how this started. Was all of us had nowhere to run, because we couldn't find a place that would allow us to be giant nerds and spray VHT on their parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so we started doing the no prep, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And with Tyler on his end, he likes to take a lot of pictures and video and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Does that mean your battery died or his?
Oh, we lost him.
Let's see if we can get him back on here, guys.
And we lost him.
Give us a second. We weren't ready to.
I hope you guys are. This is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I hope you're enjoying this, because man, this is not only entertaining, but so resourceful.
Hello. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's see. Must have lost him.
You guys there?
Yep. I'm sorry,
yeah,
we lost you.
I lost you. Yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, when we lost our track, we couldn't find a place that allowed us nerds to spray a bunch of VHT in their parking lot. They frowned on it. So, our only choice was, we tried street racing pro cars, and, we had a couple cash days. That was fun, but this took off, it was what the hobby needed. It needed something basic for everyday people to come, just grab what they already had on their shelf. Everybody had a short push truck. Everybody did, or a Splash.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you've never owned a Splash,
you've never heard.
I'm kind of worried about you.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't really trust. I'm a little leery. If you haven't owned a Splash, I'm a little leery of you, because that's the funnest RC car any one person can ever own.
Well, and that's basically where everybody was starting to build drag cars, because there were so many Slashes out there. And
oh yeah.
And now it's cool that there's actually tires and wheels, and so many different things that cater to it.
Look at the speed controls.
And the speed controllers now too. It's
controllers.
It's grown so far. Before that, we were like, most guys were like either
piece it
together, shortening up arms and, cutting axles down and, doing whatever we could do to fit the big ass tires underneath the body.
Oh yeah. Trust me. I was cutting, the Revo axle and putting them in my Splash, because I kept breaking them because I was running a Novak ballistic 550 4.5 turn on a Mamba Monster ESC with timing in it, and I was snapping everything, but it did cool smoky burnouts, and it made for great videos, and a lot of people enjoyed it. And we then they started getting into the scale stuff, and man, like there's guys like making parachutes and motors, and oh my gosh, some of these cars were artwork. Yeah. This is a great time for RC.
Definitely.
And it can continue. It can even get bigger. We just need people to not be mean to each other, man. That's the biggest thing. So be humble, have fun. Don't be mean. Don't talk too much crap. I understand it's part of the game, and everybody does it, but some people get hurt. And I know the sensitive people and all that, I get it. You got to have a little bit of thick skin in this sport because at the end of the day, if your car's slow, the only thing you have to run is your mouth.
Yeah.
Yep.
So but if everybody's friendly, this could grow so exponentially that, it could be what some of the pros that run dirt or oval could migrate to.
So speaking of everything getting bigger, the no prep is, for lack of better words, has just absolutely exploded. It's gotten huge. Some people say, okay, pro is dead or pro is, I don't know, on the backside or whatever. But you want to say, would you say that there's room for both of them? Is one always going to be bigger than the other, or what's your thoughts on that?
So my thought is most of these guys have never been to a pro race. When you go to a pro race and you're dealing with legit pro RC drivers, like there's a lot of them. I mean, it sounds stupid, but some of these guys that go to these, go to Texas, and you're gonna see like the Cooley family. You're gonna see, Robert St. Pierre. You're gonna see all these guys, and they have full-blown trailers that they run out of. They don't even set up pits. Their pit is an awning with some chairs inside an air-conditioned trailer. And they have serious race programs. And it's a whole nother level. You're talking 250 people running pro cars. And it's insane. And you're doing it on a prep track at Texas Motor Speedway. And you see some of the fastest cars in the world. Like, I've seen A-scales there go like 160 flat at over 100 miles an hour.
Oh, jeez.
It's different when you have traction.
Oh, yeah.
These cars that we run now, these cars, the Street Outlaw cars, if you get them on prep, I guarantee they're capable of high 1.7s, low 1.8 with traction.
Holy cow.
That's incredible.
So it's a whole different ball game. But there's room for both of them. Once these guys the RCDR is going to come back. They're going to start doing the Super Nationals again. That's one of the biggest races in the country. All these no-prep guys are going to go because they want to go to a big race, and they're going to get a taste of a prep track and a prep track environment, and they're going to say, like, that's pretty cool. I need to try it.
So speaking of RCDRL's Nationals, will you be attending any big races this year for the pros?
I would like to go to some big nationals for the pros, like, I would like to do Rockingham, but it all depends on work schedule because I just, it's hard for me to get away sometimes in the summer because of what I do for a living.
Gotcha, I see.
So,
makes sense.
But yeah, it's difficult. But if I can get away, I would like to do Rockingham or any big pro event. I know they're having the Gator Nationals. That's just a little bit short time frame for me, but. Yeah, I mean, Florida would be fun to go run some pro cars at the Don Garland Museum. Come on.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That would be a blast.
I mean, I don't care if I lost every race. I was at the Don Garland Museum racing drag cars in Don Garland's parking lot. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, absolutely. No, that's great. Well, we really appreciate you coming on, and hopefully you'll agree to come on with us again because, man, definitely. Everybody right now is like exceeded what they can learn in one night. So we're going to have to do this again so you can tell us the second half of this conversation again.
Definitely.
Anytime you guys want me on, I'm more than excited to come on and talk about what I love the most, that's RC drag racing. And plus, I mean, I'm part of your team. I'm going to talk to my teammates anytime they want to talk.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're
awesome.
You're in trouble. We got your cell phone, so yeah. We'll be calling you all the time.
Message me. If there's anybody on that 5-star team or Rudis Motorsports team that needs any kind of RC drag racing help, add me as a friend, hit my private message, and I will get back to them. We will figure out how to make you as fast as you want to go.
Awesome.
That sounds great. Yep. Yeah, you'll have to excuse me while I go grab that speed control real quick, and then I'll be sending you a message.
Wait, is this where you told me to say except Craig, right?
Except Craig. Except Craig. Yeah, so okay. I don't know if you're friends with him on Facebook. You might have to remove him.
I was going to say, right now, he's probably getting a friend request from Craig. Craig's already on it, and he's like, friend me.
Good old high
Yeah,
C.
no, I'm friends with Craig. I'm friends with Craig on Facebook, so yeah.
We won't hold that against you.
I mean, I know Scott Glassstock too, so.
Yep, that's another one. No, Scott's
a great guy.
Yep. So,
Oh, that's a great guy. Does some killer airplane copies of airplane, nostalgic airplanes on his body.
yeah, those are sharp. That's 10, 12 years ago or whatever, when I first met him at the drag strip in Bowling Green, his Sportster was the same paint scheme. He had the same one. It was always the best looking one there.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy. I got a race with him and his kid before, so that was pretty fun.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can make it happen again, because he says he's coming to Iowa too. So we're gonna figure out that weekend and get all you guys up here.
That would be awesome.
Oh man, yeah. Give me enough notice so I can make it work out, and I have no problem traveling to come run with you guys.
Perfect.
Sweet.
No, that's great.
So,
no, well, thanks
other
again.
than that,
We really appreciate it, and I said we'll definitely get this figured out. Give you another call at another time.
yeah. Hey, I really appreciate you guys giving me the time to talk about what I love and having me on the show, and even listening to what I had to say. So that's even better.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely our pleasure. So thank you.
Yes, for sure.
Awesome. You guys have a good evening, and thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Todd. We'll see you later.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So, anyways,
Woo!
are you on overload?
I am
Overwhelmed?
absolutely on overload, but
Can we just end the show so we can go write down all this stuff?
I'm anxious now to really get into some drag racing.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's great. We were just talking with Craig tonight about getting the schedule going. I think Craig's going to start working on that. So, yep, Craig, we got you pinned on that now. So,
I've got my hands full with a lot of things lately.
Yeah, just a few.
Just a few, and with work, family, and even everything RC
Painting
related.
bodies.
And by far, for the longest time, drag racing has been a lot of fun, and it's basically here in Nebraska. It's basically kind of started out, and Brian Jacobs was one guy that was we were doing the no prep thing, and basically at a parking lot at Fairway, and flashlighting it, and then trying to use the Traxxas DTS, which is it should be the Traxxas POS. I'm sorry, Traxxas, but could have done better on that one. But there was a large group that got very excited about it then, and now it's come even a long ways. And then of course you guys started 5-Star, and facilities came up upon us, and so on and so forth, and has made it even better.
Yep,
and I greatly appreciate that.
No, it goes both ways. Everyone supports it. That's great. And they say the trends start on the coast and work their way into the Midwest.
That's very true.
Really, what it's doing, even with the drag racing.
It's definitely making its way in.
Yeah, it's great. The no prep, the prep, whatever you want. It's RC drag racing. It's fun. I'm not gonna say one's better than the other.
Nope.
We're gonna be running them this
And I think it'd be cool to have Todd and Scott, and,
absolutely,
get those guys out here to run. And the cool thing is people will know, one, it's possible.
Yeah,
it's possible. It's just as Todd was saying, they're racing no prep track in Las Vegas, 40-degree weather. 40 degree.
We could have raced today.
Yeah, well, yeah, we very well could have, but it's all about tire prep. Now we just need to get those secrets.
Yeah, he texted them to me during that whole call.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
got
got
a whole
him.
list, but it's I don't know. He's got me
exciting.
pumped. He's got me pumped. He's definitely got me pumped.
No, it's
and we
great.
might have to fight over the DRK.
I've got the key to the cabinet. It's locked in. No, I'm excited to try that too. Try the Tekin, try the DRK.
Exactly.
The way he was describing that DRK, if it's half as easy to tune it as he was describing,
Exactly.
that'd be great.
Oh yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't understand, are these terms and stuff that these speed controls use when you go to tune them. Unless you're Craig, you probably don't understand them all. So, but no, it's for these manufacturers to be making products specifically for drag racing.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm looking at several hanging on the hook right there that are for drag racing.
Oh yeah. We've got, J Concepts is coming out with new tires, or not new tires. Well, they did come out with new tires. They came out with the Mambos, and then of course they've got 3 new wheels. I think it's 3 new ones.
And I think Proline just came out with one too.
Yep. So I mean, they're definitely catering to everybody, and like I said, the body market is just it's just kind of blown up.
And right now, it's tough to get any of that in stock, guys. You come in here and you say, well, you don't have this latest body, you don't have this set of tires, whatever. I guarantee if you go check our back order list with all our vendors, they're on back order. We aren't holding out. We've got a lot of stuff on order. Just like those Falcons that came in. I can't tell you when we ordered those. With the Losi cars we got ordered. Seriously, they say May. I'm not getting my hopes up until June, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a hot commodity right now.
Yep.
And so everybody's looking to get, the newest product. I mean,
I'm staring at a DR10 kit there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard one of those cars in the finals was a DR10.
Yep, it was. It was a factory DR10. The chassis was a factory DR10, so it was basically a plastic pan.
Car. So there you go, guys. It wasn't shiny carbon fiber. It wasn't. It was.
Well, the thing is if you watched it, like Todd was saying, you need to go A to B. That's what these guys were doing, but they were doing it quickly and consistently.
Come out and bracket race with us, guys.
Definitely.
That'll teach you how to go A to B. You don't need to be the fastest one,
And you don't have to have a drag car to do it.
Nope.
Whatever you want.
Last year, the most fun one to watch was a grasshopper.
Yes. That was awesome.
Yep.
Little girl driving a Tamiya grasshopper.
Yep.
Dang near won the whole thing. I was so
everyone. There was a whole crowd. Oh.
Yeah.
When it was done.
Yeah. One more race. You needed to win in one more race. Would have had the whole thing. And just barely got beat. Just barely.
And
it was just like,
put some things into perspective here. So fastest car out there was usually Matt Giles, right? I think he got in the high 1.8s a couple times. And it's fast. When you see him run, you're like, geez, that's fast. They were almost run. Todd had 193 no prep car.
No prep.
Okay, no prep.
Yep, that's a street eliminator. Yep.
And 193. So now everyone that sees this little 4-wheel drive touring car going that, imagine one of these SE cars. They're huge compared to that car.
Yeah, that's insane.
And then you've got the pro cars that we got coming up. And, your 1S cars. 1S cars are going to be faster than that yet.
1S, yes.
So, no,
there's going to be some pretty cool things going on this year.
Yep,
for sure.
Definitely. I'm excited. Kind of just sitting back here, I just keep recalling stuff that Todd said.
Oh yeah, and by far, I'm going to rewatch this video, and I'm just going to be like, yep,
Yep.
And I'm going to watch it over
Write
again.
it down. Or we could just go steal Craig's phone because it's all in there already.
That's true.
We could do that.
Or we could just message Todd.
There you go. Yeah. Make sure he's my friend here.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's great. No, it's great to have people like that in the sport and to give us time to call
his
in.
time. Yeah, his time and to call and to be that passionate about to talk about something that he is so passionate about.
Yep.
I mean, that truly is awesome. I mean,
you guys heard the passion in his voice.
Yeah.
Think of I can recall conversations, tell people, I race RC cars. They kind of look at it like, that's cute.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Or whatever.
So you play with toy cars?
Yeah, I do.
I do.
But there's a lot of guys out there like Todd with that passion.
Well, the whole thing is okay. You got to imagine though. Okay, this car is 1/10 scale
to 1/10.
Yeah, 1/10, and it's going
actual mile an hour.
Well, it's going actual 100 miles an hour. Okay, let's scale that. That's like 1,000 miles an hour.
Times 10.
Yeah,
I got that.
I mean, dude, there's no way in any reality that anything that we drive or
Nope.
Any day will ever be able to go that fast. So basically, if it was 1/10 me in that car, I would pretty much have messy pants. Very messy. I'd probably pass out from the G's for sure.
Oh yeah.
You can only imagine the G forces that it's pulling.
So let's see here. I was going to go through see
of
if
the
we got
comments.
questions, comments.
And we got 100 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, we almost forgot to give that away.
Over 100.
Whew. All right.
Yes.
So Scott says he's just like that at the track. So I'm assuming he's talking about his passion. I mean,
That's
I'm
awesome.
all around good guy too.
Well, Scott, you are too, man. Scott's passionate too.
Yep. Scott's got. Yeah. When he came here,
I mean,
a couple months ago or whatever. I mean, we spent several hours with him, and it's the same type thing. You aren't saying anything. You're just taking everything in.
Yeah. But, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I don't even care if I race. I just want to go to one of these races with all these guys there and just be like, dude, the first one, all I would do is just hang out and just be like, just soak it all in because you would have to because.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. Jason on here talks about the Losi car and then going with had a little weight with power. I think he's talking about mats. But speaking of Losi and weight, did you see where you can adjust the weight on the front of that?
I saw that. They have a little weight.
That's pretty neat.
Little weight bias deal on it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean maybe they're not the first to the dance, but they did their homework.
They did, yeah. They've been watching. And I hate to say it, but I'm waiting, and I don't know if it's gonna happen. There is one company that is a little behind on this whole drag racing scene,
and that is,
and I think you know who it is.
Maybe
Traxxas.
Yes.
How can one claim to be the fastest name in radio control and not have a drag car?
So it's like they started it, right, with the funny cars, in the DTS, and then all of a sudden they're gone. And at that same time is when they got into sponsoring the forces in the NHRA.
True.
So
True.
If that was a marketing thing there, I'm sure it was. But
so I guess this is kind of my call out to Traxxas.
There you go.
I don't know, man.
I'm sure all their executives watch this.
Yeah,
probably.
I'm sure. Yeah,
call them out, man.
Whatever.
But yeah, you're right.
But I truly think that they're a little late to the game. But I don't know. I mean, they've got to give credit to something. I mean, because like we're saying, we started with slashes on all this. Mm-hmm. I mean, they have. How can they not answer that?
They've got to be doing something. They've already got it built. Really?
Yeah.
They already got it built.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a slash.
Yeah. Yep. I'm just looking here at all these. Okay, so short course, for example, when that craze hit, how many manufacturers?
But you've got two major manufacturers now. I mean, Team Associated. You've got Losi.
Yep.
Where are you? Where are you, Traxxas? You're the one that started this whole craze.
Yep.
I mean, so to speak.
Started it and then bowed out, and I'm kind of curious what will happen next.
Yeah. So as we there's probably some kind of, I don't know who corporation will be coming after this now.
So let's see. Marcus says, come to Texas for the Nationals. We are planning on it. That's our plan. We want to come down there for the Nationals.
That's in...
I can't remember. Marcus, what do you got for a date, hopefully he gives us a date here. I can't remember what it is, but we got a couple Texas Nationals we're going to this year. One would be this, and the other would be the QSAC quarter scale Nationals.
Yes.
So we'll be running our sprint car, and I've got a truck also that will be running.
I hope you guys all enjoyed the show tonight. I found it really interesting, and I'm having a great time tonight.
Yep. If you were looking for Bob's normal jokes and stuff. Sorry, we went serious tonight.
Yeah, totally.
We wanted to learn.
We's learning tonight.
Yeah.
Learning some new stuff.
Let's see. I'll go through a couple comments here. Where we got this going on. Todd. Yep, there's a lot of stuff on here about Todd being fast. Tony Walters, sup clowns.
What's up, Tony?
That's why you're in charge of it. You know where those are. Let's see. Soltow says, Marv, you are full of crap. You're a Dodge guy.
All right. So
yeah, there's quite a few things on here. See if Marcus can get back to us yet, but
I think there's a feud going on between the Falcon.
No, there isn't. It's mine. It's over.
It's over. Game over, man.
No, that's no one has to know you brought it here tonight. Dropped it off.
True.
So
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Marv signed off. So Jason says watching and listening to you guys has definitely lit the go fast fire. Well, that's
I'm
good.
telling you, Jason.
I'm glad it did that instead of like, wow, you guys suck.
Yeah.
So thanks, Jason. We appreciate that.
I'm telling you that I'm gonna basically kind of step it up this year and do everything I can to try to make things work this year. I want to have fun this year, but that's what's cool. Like the thing that got me excited about Todd is just like when he said he's like, I'm going to race and I want to race. I want to race. I don't want to race somebody that I know I'm just going to blow the doors off of them. Yep. It's no fun, you know? And so it's like, I'm going to help you do everything that I can. And that's what I want to see. I want to see everybody do good with it.
Yeah, you know, I want to say there's a lot of that out at our Mo Valley track.
I do, yeah. I truly believe there is.
Could there be more? Yes.
Yeah.
There could always be more.
Yeah.
But keep that in mind, guys. When you see a guy frustrated over there, I mean, and you're rocking and rolling that day, I mean, go help him. I mean,
help him out. Say, hey, man, what's going on? What's it doing?
Yep.
You know, if there's anything that you can do to help out, and believe me, I'm still learning. I'm still learning as I can go. No, and that's to me that's what makes this hobby cool.
Exactly.
Is because I do keep learning, and like if I don't know, because to be honest, I don't know everything.
No,
I don't claim to know everything,
never will.
And I never will. And like I just want to keep doing it.
Yep. Marcus says no date yet. Organization is still green to location.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
Well, you know, if we're going into Texas, can we not do it in like July and August? Because that's really that makes our humidity seem low. And
that's true.
Ours is pretty high here. Marv Carter says $300, Bob. Too late. I bought it for one. Actually, I bought it for $65. So yeah. So too late. It's in my hands.
I was gonna say I know he's still up. So yeah. He's gonna watch us till the end.
Yep.
Marv's
probably because he wants to see us give away a hoodie.
Yes.
Hoodie.
I would probably imagine so.
Yeah. So let me.
Yes, we had 100. Okay, 200. We're gonna do another giveaway.
200. We're gonna do another giveaway. We'll figure out. You know, it's gonna be some sort of 5-star merchandise. We got quite a bit now. We just got some new hats in. We got some new shirts on order, changing up the design a little bit.
Face masks.
Face masks. Yeah, you want a face? They're actually hanging right over there.
Yep. It's got the effing star on it.
It's got the effing face mask.
Yep.
No, don't need to go there, do we? No, we got lots of new stuff coming in. We got another one. It's actually, they call it a key cage. So instead of a key chain, we're making these out of carbon fiber with our logo on them.
And it holds keys.
It holds keys, believe it or not.
Nice.
So yeah, Google key cage if you have it. It's actually pretty cool. So we hope to have those within the next couple weeks. Got quite a few things as far as 5-star stuff. But yeah, every 100
Rootis products and so on and so forth. I mean, everything. And new website's up, so check it out.
Yeah, 5starhobbies.com. Make sure you go there. You can get everything in the store there. But yeah, we got quite a bit of stuff. Every 100 we're giving away something, guys. 500. Bob volunteered his time that he has way too much of to paint a body for someone.
You betcha.
So that'll be once he's done with his other stuff. No. Nope.
It's never ending.
Yeah,
So.
500, and then we want to get to that 1,000 mark, guys. We want to do we want to be able to broadcast on YouTube Live also.
Definitely.
We're going to keep getting guys like Todd to call in. We got a bunch of oval guys watching too. We can call in some quarter scale guys, get them in also.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, the whole thing is I mean, there's several different things that are always going on, and we've got there's always something going on.
Exactly.
And like I said, there's so much to learn on every aspect of it. Eventually I'm just going to have to end up picking something and sticking with it because it's just like, oh man. Otherwise, well, I mean, I know 5-Star loves that, but my basement would be full of RC stuff because
I can help you find storage.
Yeah, I don't know what to drive next.
Oh boy. So yeah, we're going to give away a hoodie tonight.
A hoodie.
We're gonna have to do you got your random generator there. If you give me a second here, I gotta get into YouTube and and find our list of subscribers. So bear with us just 1 minute here, guys. We're gonna give away that hoodie.
This should be a lot quicker than, I think we've pretty much covered all the technical difficulties this time, so.
Yeah, I'm going to find some more yet, I think. So give me a second.
Read up to Jared.
So when you, there we go. Yep, I got to find this here. Give me 1 second. So
I need to use that one more.
You can go ahead and talk about Craig some more if you want while I do this. Get this list up here.
That Craig will be fast this year. When is Craig not fast?
Yeah, that's kind of a given, huh?
Yeah.
No, we'll see him fast.
But Craig, the one thing is I know he said he was using Hoosier reaction tires, but I guess he didn't give away what compound we're using.
No, he did not, did he?
Well, I guess I should have asked that. But I'd imagine probably clay. That's what I'm thinking. But that was pretty interesting, though. I didn't think you'd use reactions.
Reactions with
basic no foam.
No foams.
No foams.
And everyone's. Have you heard people talk about that chirp?
Yeah.
Yeah, that chirp. I mean, that.
I guess
that
you do
the
burnout and it's. Yep. And that's it. The car's ready to go. And this is news to me. So basically, we have carpets laid out at the track this year.
Yep.
Do burnout.
So yeah, must be the
nobody
burnout
burning
thing.
out.
Yeah.
Before or after. But see, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, King of Streets established the rules and stuck with them. Everybody got through it.
Exactly.
Everybody knew what they were. You tried to break them, you were gone.
Yeah, and you got.
You were talking about $20,000 though too.
Right.
you gotta stick to your guns on
you
stuff.
gotta have some rules there.
This is not like just going in and having fun street racing. Well, it is fun, but it's $20,000 fun. There's a lot of money on the line there.
Yep.
And some people will take that more seriously than others. But
yeah, and you go to any form of race, any form of RC racing, and let's not even go with racing. Let's go with rock crawling, right?
Yeah.
There's rules. There's rules.
Everybody has rules.
Yep. So,
unfortunately.
Let's see. So,